Let's see here. I'm gonna try and be this door locked.
Yes.
Alright, then I'm going to, Now, would I recognize Harry's character? Because we've both been casing this joint for presumably weeks.
Harry would recognize you. You would not recognize Harry.
Yeah, because I come here with a different disguise every time.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So if you wanted to peek into the door, you could.
And if you do, you just see me like quietly like humming to myself as I'm shoveling in like a great like a fucking, I assume, like gold inlaid battle axe into my
exactly,
bag.
yes.
All right.
And
I am going
with
to,
a small, like, int check, you would probably guess, oh, he's here for the same reason I am. Or she.
Can I make a stealth roll just to move without waking up the curator?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I've just been normally walking around. I assume he's
he's out. He's pretty out cold. Yeah, go right ahead.
I'm actually going to approach, making no attempts to hide my presence from the other thief.
Harry.
Right. So I would just finish, I assume, scooping up everything I can.
Yeah, pretty much. There's some nice stuff.
Yeah, and
Fancy.
I would turn around and I'd see him mid-stride. I would stop.
I put my finger to my lips.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I turn to the table and I cast a spell, Arcane Mark, and I quickly scroll in my calling card, which is a feathered mask motif.
Nice.
I then also I take out a piece of parchment and I write down in pen and ink, this is not the kid's fault. Do not fire him. He's a good egg. You've just been outfoxed by a better thief. And put it underneath the table. And then I would smile, nod, and as I walk by, I go, you might want to get out of this room. I've already cased it, and in turn, I was going to lock the door.
Actually, I have something of a proposition for you.
Go right ahead.
Now, from the way you handled that situation, I'm guessing that you are both here on behalf of the guild.
Correct.
And choosing to go about this along more subtle routes.
That is also correct.
You two have no idea what's happening in the other side of the museum.
Loudly in the distance, in the gift shop, and just fucking the Doom soundtrack is playing. He's fucking.
I know, like rip and tear. We're over here like we should make an alliance.
And so he's just fucking like, give me all your keychains and your snow globes.
Now, I'm going to flat out say that I am here on behalf of the guild as well. Now, I don't know if we're here for the same thing. If so, we can kill each other over it later. But...
Well, let me ask this then. I will share with you the riddle of what I was given, if in turn you'd share yours.
This is acceptable.
Very well. I will go first. This object so large, wielded by the proper person, would be a weapon of devastation. Is that different, or the same thing that you have?
That is perfect. Mine reads, let me pull it up. The taste is most foul, but the power is explosive.
So, knowing that I've been casing the joint.
Yes, you both have been casing the joint. You would both maybe have some interest, some ideas, intelligence checks from both of you, with a +5 because you have both been doing a very wise. You've looked through this museum very well.
I was gonna say, I'm a good talker, but I'm not a smart boy.
I'm a very smart boy.
Right. So, don't worry, Brendan. You'll find what you're looking for.
I know.
So, both of you kind of recognize each other's along with yours.
Would we recognize them as different objects?
Yes.
Okay.
They would be different objects.
So
it would seem to me that there is no quarrel between us.
Yes. And in fact, I have a way out. I have a magical means to get us out of here once we find the objects, regardless of how big they may be.
Really?
So here's what I propose. You and me work together. I pull out the forged card. I have forged documentation saying I'm working on the curation staff tonight. You stick with me. We move along quietly. We act as if we should be here completely. And in turn, we find the objects, picking a few things along the way as not to draw too much attention. And then in turn, we go, we take them, and we get out. How does that sound?
That sounds wonderful.
Not
Now,
turn attention to oneself.
just quickly so that we're on the same page, I do have a backup plan in case I was caught. So if someone starts asking questions as to why I'm here, just follow my lead.
Very well. Is it a poison ring, by the way?
No, it's a bit more nuanced than that.
My backup plan is suicide.
It's either that or you are going to get murdered, so...
But no, if there's anything that I've learned in my life, it's that there's strength in numbers.
Excellent.
Right. Now
So-
then, shall
Be a
we?
pleasure doing business with you.
Pleasure doing
I extend
business.
my hand.
I extend my hand in turn. Do you have are you at to cast a fucking spell on me as I shake hands or?
No.
It's
no
like
need.
that one
Good,
moment
because I had
in
merciful shocking grasp prepared, and I was about ready to fucking use it.
It's like
Just
that.
prepared to kill each other immediately.
It's like that
With
one.
these?
It's like that one scene in Venture Brothers where the Phantom Limb and the bodyguard was. I could have sworn you were going to shock me for a moment there. I thought I was too. So yes,
But a question. So have we picked up everything we can from this room?
no, you picked up stuff from the table. There's, of course, the shelves you were organizing. There's some nice trinkets on that. There are some stuff in the boxes and crates and stuff. You can peruse through that and probably find some interesting things as well. One thing will catch your eye specifically that I will want to mention, but also, with your intelligence checks...
I got a 27 on my intelligence.
Yes, you would know. You would definitely know or recognize both of those items. Your
Wait,
item,
where are they?
yes, your item would be in the magical items and weapons wing, which is just outside the door, just to the right, or technically characters left. From where you're going to exit from the storage room, and Owen's item would be in the greenhouse.
Right, so I let him know this. And, question. Since I am in the storeroom, would there be a manifest anywhere?
There would be. There's quite a few of them, though.
Well, considering the fact I've had a little bit of time to peruse the shelves and so forth, to window shop, if you will, which manifests would be the most valuable and easiest to grab? What would it lead me to be what would be the biggest? I'm trying to get a nice balance between easy to lift and valuable.
You would go to the jewelry wing.
Ah, okay. Well, then I go, how about this? There's a few odds and ends in this room, but in turn, we could stay here, and I would inform him, your object's in the greenhouse. And would I have a name for his object?
You probably would, although...
Well, you said it's probably a plant, right?
Yes, it is more like it is a plant.
Well, then where on the manifest would it be listed as? Would it be listed
It would be under... it would be in the specific manifest for the greenhouse.
Would that not be kept in the storeroom?
It would be, yes.
Okay,
So this is
where's the manifest?
I feel like Harry and I are about here.
You're about there for now. Perfect characters, too. Because you can both fuck each other over. Yes, the manifests are actually kept in the or on the curator's desk. But you were able to pick it. You were able to pick one up before he fell asleep. It's the general manifest, though. This is the stuff that's in the storage room at the moment. This is the stuff that we're expecting to have come in maybe in a couple months from now.
Also, real quick, is that just a pile of gold behind him?
It's a little bit, yeah. It's kind of the stuff falling out of his pockets as he's slouched over sleeping.
Hey, friend, want to mage hand this guy?
I thought you would never ask, and we then mage hand and laugh at him.
Yes, you add a small gold pile to your list of stuff. Right, and then of course I will come back to you when I'm assuming you're going to be searching a little bit more through your through the boxes and crates.
Yeah, let's search through this room a little bit more, see what we can pick up.
Hey, may as well rob 'em blind.
Yeah. Okay. We will come
Man,
back.
I was hoping I'd make friends when I came here. This is nice.
This is very nice.
This is so nice.
And then in the other room we have fucking Angry McGee.
And the other three are on their own little adventure.
God, it's Sly Marbo.
It is.
And then have Sneaky Girl, who's
Look,
like,
the good news is his will save is probably like -5. We're fine.
Yeah, I'll just color spray the shit out of him. We'll be good.
Speaking
But
of
it is
which,
+1.
speaking of which, we come back to the others. Glenn has gone into the gift shop and is perusing their wares. I will give a description
I'm
later.
looking for anything even vaguely sword-shaped.
Good. That's you're gonna have fun with that then.
There's a box of little like sword keychains.
There is.
Into your pockets.
There is a bunch of historical sword keychains.
I grasp a whole fistful.
Yeah, mark that down on your list.
God,
So
he's gonna. I would love it to be like that's the only thing he steals.
Look,
if he survives.
look. I'm gonna be really pissed if he does not win.
Alright, now that I've had my
If each of you if one of you gets the item you're on your that you're specifically supposed to get, that's a big jump in points. And if other people don't, then there's gonna be some gaps in the listings.
And what if the entire staff comes down on him and murders him?
Then he loses.
Fails.
Then he fails.
Alright, now that I've grabbed... Now that I've had my
That
fill
would at
of-
the very least be a great distraction.
I know.
I leave the gift shop.
Well, as you're in the gift shop, you notice a few things. Of course, you've got the keychains, you've got post-it note, postcards, a couple.
Wish you were here.
Yeah, postcards and like maybe some history books and stuff. There's a cash register for medieval-esque whatever money holder.
You know what? You're
box.
right. I grabbed the cash register.
Yeah. Mark that down. There's also
Medieval
like on a
still
shelf a
modern.
big stuffed eagle. It's
A stuffed eagle.
yeah, it's like a big stuffed eagle, like decorative.
On the shelf. You mean in my pocket?
Yeah, actually, that thing's pretty rad. I want it.
All right, you jump up a couple times.
Fishy garbage.
22. Drive safe.
You jump up a couple times and pick it. There's a tag on it too that reads Henry.
Oh, in that case, I no longer want it.
All right, you put it. You put it back.
Now, question: do you put it back, or do you just like throw it to the ground like an
Of
angry
course
child?
I throw it to the ground.
Oh, okay. So as you throw it to the ground, it turns alive.
Excuse me.
I see you have embarked upon the path of the sword.
So, if you manage to read the title, it would say Henry, the Magical Hawk.
Can you even read?
Yes.
So
I love
as
how long it took him to
I
answer.
didn't want it anymore. That's a different Fire Emblem character.
I feel like he checked.
yeah, so this is a magical, of course, animal that
What?
is a magical figurine that, as you threw on the ground, turned into an actual hawk. Anne's a little pissed that you threw him.
Now,
Wait, one
my
second.
question is, are you merely walking the path, or are you in my way?
Ah!
I put my hand on my Nodachi hilt. I see you're in my way.
I need to update my image of.
You don't even have
I
a
need to
normal
update my
picture,
image
you
of
fucking
Henry.
read.
It's a martial weapon!
Oh,
Fucking Leave Joseph Stalin is robbing the gift store.
oh
That sounds like
boy.
a fucking Onion article. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Please,
Okay.
someone like put that to out of context D&D quotes. I beg you.
Okay, wait.
Oh
Wait,
god.
here.
Weeb Stalin is best
No, I
Stalin.
said weeb Joseph Stalin is robbing the gift store.
Okay, wait, here. I updated the image of Henry.
Yeah, it's perfect. Alright, so, Henry is gonna fly at you and attempt to claw your face off.
How loud are they being, by the way? Like, how loud
I mean,
are
it's a hawk going caw and a guy swinging a sword at him. It's kind of
I'm not
noisy.
just swinging a sword at him. I'm a sword saint.
Oh my god,
God.
no! You have to like do the stupid like draw sword insta-cut nothing personnel
Goddamn, my anal!
I use my Yatsu strike.
Go, you get first. You go, attack.
All right, are you ready for power attack as well? Do I hit?
You hit.
Okay, are you ready for my temperature?
Are you gonna murder the shit out of this poor like theater mascot?
Yes.
Probably.
He does too. The hawk goes straight for his face, but with a quick flash of steel, his wing is off, and he turns back into a stuffed hawk with one less wing on the side.
Wasn't even worth my time. I sheathe my sword and continue.
All right.
Nothing personnel, kid.
All right, as that's happening, Brendan,
Yeah.
your character, of course, does hear some commotion over there, but you're not interested in that. You're interested in all the fancy shit that's over here.
Actually, I
Kinda,
will
yeah.
take the wing with me.
Alright, so I'm
Yeah, go right ahead.
so I'm looking. Alright, first of all, step over here. What do I see through here?
That
Like, up,
over
down,
there
up
is, of
this
course,
direction.
the history wing. That guy is has moved on over here right now. You're at the history wing. That's the history wing of sorts. There's lots of tapestries of old showing important battles. There's weapons casings. There's display cases with weapons in them.
Oh no.
There's weapons casings with stuff in them. There's a couple more display cases off to the side. It's a very nice wooden floor though, with elegant designs as well. It's a very nice wing.
I'm going to walk in. I'm going to look at the tapestries.
Mm-hmm.
My intelligence is not terribly high. Eldritch Scion. I need charisma, not intelligence. So
How much charisma do we have as a party?
Enough.
I think, Glenn, with you,
enough.
I think it drops to like +1.
I have a charisma of 12. My
Weeb Joseph Stalin is robbing the
Oh.
gift store, the arcane trickster during the thief game.
I'm looking for. So my logic is not actually to steal everything that isn't nailed down. He's here for the rules of the objective. How did you phrase it specifically? Shit. I'm navigating Discord. The goal of the game is simple. Steal the specific item we have described in this letter, along with whatever you see in parentheses, from the location given. So because the along with whatever you see fit sounds more to me like an afterthought that might give you bonus, but the main point is the item. And so I'm going to look for the item in question.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, this character's not a thief. Like, oh, I need to steal stuff for money. He's more of a...
Savant.
He's more like Joker from...
No, I get it. I just want to fit in.
Joker from freaking what's that game called with the masks and the Jungian psychology? Persona. Yeah. Thank you.
Ah, nice. Okay.
So I'm gonna look at the tapestries and I'm looking around to find the image of nothing. I'm looking for the abyss. No.
But will it stare back?
I'm looking to find some. I'm looking for the thing I'm looking for in question. So.
All right.
So
Make an
is that a
intelligence.
goddamn anti-material rifle?
Quiet you. That would also be in the other case, not that one.
No.
Make intelligence check.
Roll 20. Oh, thank you, roll 20 for not screwing me over.
You're looking at the tapestries and stuff, and it's like, no. Question: as a guard, would you have looked around the place as disguised as a guard? Would you have taken a lap around the place just
yes,
to
of course I would.
familiarize yourself?
Of course I would have.
Okay, then you with that intelligence check, it's not a tapestry. You're looking for something else. You're looking probably at the art wing. The art wing.
Mm-hmm.
That would be if you keep going, you would know it's past the greenhouse. It's a nice long hallway.
Okay. I kind of figured it would be in the art, but tapestries, and I figured tapestries are.
No, you had the right idea. All
right, because even though I think it's a mirror, it's not a mirror. So I'm gonna look for something. I am going to. I guess I will. I'll take a quick gander back this direction and glance down the hallway in the other direction.
Yeah, you see a man fighting a hawk and just slay it.
And just sort of blink.
He picks up a wing and he's like, ha ha!
Your
And
skills.
now he goes out in search of other prey.
Yeah.
Your skills are inferior.
I just kind of blink and turn around and walk the other direction.
Good call. Good call.
Yeah.
Medic, you are climbing yourself through the chimney.
So I take it I also heard like the sounds of destruction.
Yeah, as you keep climbing, you're hearing the small echo of what Glyn was just saying, and you're like, what?
I see you do walk the path of the sword. He says to the stuffed bird.
Alright, so in that case I'm gonna shimmy up the other side of the vent.
Yeah, okay. You shimmy your way through. You would make your way... yes, okay, I'll keep that in mind. You would make your way to this side... Oh, no, come on. Oops, shit. You would make your way towards this side of the... This guy has moved a little bit over here. This guy's moved on. Don't worry about him right at the moment. You've made your way to the other side. You take a peek around. To your, character's left, you would see into the greenhouse. It's actually really, really lush. And if you would actually consider coming to this museum on your off chance, just to, walk around this place. It's actually really nice. Also, as the fireplace that is there... that is placed here is in the art wing. You see pictures of historical figures, nice landscapes. A couple of them are moving. Keeping that in mind. And then there's this much larger painting, much center folded in kind of like a much better displayed area. It's quite something to behold. You're actually surprised that this place isn't as popular as people make it out to be. And then as you're, going past there, you see a guard kind of doing his patrols, being like, I'll get them. I know they're going to be here today.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of advertised, buddy.
Yeah, he's doing this because, he doesn't know any better. That guy's...
All right.
What if he's also a part of the guild?
Who knows?
Thinking.
God.
So, yeah.
Alright, so if he's going that way, then I'm gonna just mosey on out of the gate and head the other way.
Yeah, okay. As you head the other way and turn the corner, you're of course keeping that stealth roll as you're going around?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Brendan, I would like you to make a perception check then.
Another one? Okay.
Yes, I would like to... Oh, perception check to notice things. Okay, yeah, no, I'll take that one then. Yeah, you've walked into the greenhouse, of course, and this is, as you were taking a small, quick look around, you would see it's a really nice greenhouse. In the center is like one of the largest goodberry bushes that actually exists, and it's in full bloom this year. So it's got a very sweet smell to it. Behind it, of course, is other notable magic plants. Some of them have like little spikes next to them, being like, "This is what this is." A description of what this would do for medical purposes or magical purposes. It's very nice. And then, of course, there's like 2 little wishing fountains in the corners with maybe some spare change in them for like kids to throw their pennies into.
Okay.
Boo!
Wow. You're literally here to steal a museum full of rare magical artifacts. You steal a child's penny from the pond.
And, yes, Medic, you would see, turning the corner, a guard. And Brendan, you would see nothing. There's no lights on at the moment. All that's being shown in through is the moonlight through the very big glass atrium. That's the word I've been trying to think of. The glass atrium that encompasses this room to help the plants grow and whatnot. There's of course shadows on the back wall. You pay no really mind to that. That's where, of course, you are hiding through.
Alright, in that case, I'm going to,
You both can act simultaneously.
Me not being one to like having, being in the dark and being human and not having, low light vision, I'm just going to sigh and flick my wrist, and 4 little orbs of light appear around me.
Oh, no.
Dancing lights!
Alright, Brendan, I'm going to have you roll another stealth check.
Stealth.
That's not Doug's fight.
Wait, Brendan or Medic?
Oh, Medic. Sorry, Medic.
Okay.
Again,
Alright.
my god,
Yeah, we have similar looking tokens, I know.
Alright, so that's 23.
Okay.
How do I whisper someone?
Do you want
Wow.
me to reroll
That's
perception?
slash
No,
W
that's-
within their name.
That's
Or you
right.
can just use Discord.
You can,
Oh yeah, or that.
Discord. That is right on the money. So as you cast dancing lights, you notice in the back corner where the shadows used to be, a figure with a cape.
I was sort of, so Medic, you see the guard sort of look at you. He then takes off his hat, and the hat and him completely change to a different person. And then he puts the hat back on, and just sort of like a tip of the hat, sort of takes his hat off to you, and then puts the hat back on, and just sort of moves off in this direction.
Okay, I am warily as he keeps walking.
Like, I have a hat of disguise, so,
Like,
so that's what that was. It was like, hey, it's okay, I'm not who I seem. And
y'all are doing ships in the night. We're teamwork wizards, and then there's the psychopath.